0 on there. That's why. So it switched?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Do a good job.
Thank you. Welcome back to Pope John High School in Sparta, New Jersey for second half action between the Pope John Lions and the Morristown Colonials. Mike Formasano along with you. Calling today's game. It is 1-0 Pope John over Morristown as we start the second half. A penalty kick about 35 minutes in by Boban beating the goalkeeper. And actually, there's a correction on that. I had 00 on the roster under Connor Heinrichs. It's actually Charles Bayer. So Bayer, the goalkeeper for Morristown. And we'll go over rosters in just a little bit for you. We're going to switch sides. Pope John now defending the north goal and Morristown the south net. So the Lions getting a goal from Boban on a penalty kick. A few minutes earlier, he headed one off the crossbar and almost made the score 2-0. Well, it would have made it 1-0 at that point. And then he gets the penalty kick, gets Pope John on the board. Morristown really did have control of much of the action in that first half, but they were not able to put it into the back of the net behind freshman goalkeeper Matthew Rivera. So, well, let's give you the Pope John roster real quick. Start the second half. Number 2, Stephen Leonard. Number 3, Graydon Morrow. Number 4, Ethan Poplowski. Number 5, Santiago Vargas. 7, Christopher Opat. Number 8, Landon Terrazas. Number 6 is Sergio Carabajo. Number 9, Damian Stawali. 10, Nicholas Aceto. 11, Emmanuel Vargas. Number 12, Daniel Burns. 14, Ethan Novak. Number 15, Teo Fadulo. 16, Tyler Wright. 17, Sebastian Alvarez. 18, Heath Gallant. Number 19, Boban Kovacevic. Number 20, William Franco. Number 21, Anthony Patino. Number 23, Christopher Sabella. The goalkeepers, number 25, Zach Cash. And number 1, freshman Matthew Rivera. The president of the Catholic Academy of Sussex County is Mr. Daniel O'Keefe. The principal of Pope John High School is Gene Emmering. The athletic director is Brian McAleer. The athletic trainers, Gerard Graziano and Jordan Martin. The head coach of the Pope John Lions boys varsity soccer team is Chris Ardea. And the assistant coach is Jared Ottaviano. I'm Mike Formasano. We're here live at Pope John High School. The Lions lead the Colonials 1-0 as we start the second half. The Lions in their blue and gold jerseys. Very sharp new jerseys for the Lions. And the number on the front and back in gold. Blue shorts with gold trim, blue socks. And they're going right to left. Morristown in white jerseys, white shorts, and maroon numbers. They're going left to right. Here we go. Start the second half. And it's booted all the way down the field. Header by number 6, Noah Van Ziel. Now played by Morristown. Back toward the midfield stripe. Padillo. Controlled there on the far side. Now taken away by Morristown. There's Campbell on the far side. Tremaine Campbell working his way in. Aceto blocks it, knocks it out of bounds, and so Morristown will take over. Morristown inbounds it, centers it, off the head of Vargas, sends it back towards midfield. And there's number 2, Malcolm Hay. We'll send it back to the goalkeeper, number 0, Charles Bayer. Now a header by Fadulo. Up to Terrazas. Landon Terrazas. Wasn't able to get a good shot. And Bayer is able to scoop it up for Morristown. It's the same goalkeeper, Charles Bayer, in there. It's just we had an incorrect number on the roster we were given. So my apologies for that. Now here's Stawali. Damian Stawali, number 9. Moving up to the center of the field to Terrazas. Landon Terrazas to Teo Fadillo. Vargas with it. Manuel kicks it over to Ethan Novak. Now up the field it goes. Boban racing after it. The goalkeeper will slide and make the save. Bayer gets there first before Terrazas can jump on it. Sun's starting to come down. About 5-10 minutes. It should be below the tree line. We'll start getting shadows on the field. Towards the sideline, kept in by number 10, Frank Serrano. Good play by him. Now Opat with the pass. Gets it back from Stawawi. It's near the sideline now. Ballack passes it back. Goes back into Morristown territory. Out of bounds, and it's going to be Colonial ball. Actually, in the Pope John territory, I should say. So the Colonials have started out. Header by number 8, Gavin Reyes. Serrano passes it up to Thomas Lucidani. Lucidani trying to work around Opat. Sent in by the midfielder for Morristown towards the net. Good defense by Vargas. It's up in the air. And a great save by Rivera to come down with that. Well, the Morristown Colonial striker inside the box trying to head that in. And Rivera able to get it by the tips of his fingers. He hauls it in. And so now Pope John the other way. It'll be Morristown ball. Here's Serrano on the near side. Morristown pushing the action. Intercepted by Stawawi. Damian Stawawi up to Boban. Terrazas racing after it. And it's down the sideline by Morristown. Lucignani after it. Getting his first action in the game here in the second half. Or the first time we called him, at least. Goes into the corner there. It's number 11, Martinez, fighting with Vargas, his number 11 counterpart. Morristown will inbound. As Ramirez trying to get by the kick, wide right, over the goal line, and a goal kick for Pope John.
Keep moving the ball, White, to feet. Play to feet, let's go.
We're about 5 to 10 minutes in here in this second half. Lions holding a 1-0 advantage. Rivera will give it off to his defenseman. Fullback, number 11, Emmanuel Vargas. Sends it all the way down the field to Boban, who heads it into the corner. Novak racing for it. Mahea is going to beat him to it and kick it out of bounds to the sideline. So it'll be a Pope John throw-in, but could have been much worse for Morristown. Plowski looking to get it in. Sends it to Opat. Opat to Poplowski, trying to center it. Header by Boban towards the back line. It's kept in bounds. There's Novak. Across the field. Over to Fadillo. He scores! Teo Fadillo takes the pass from the near corner. Puts it to the back of the net. And Pope John grabs a 2-0 lead. Teo Fadillo with the goal. About 10 minutes into the second half. And Pope John up by a deuce. 2-0. So Boban with a penalty kick goal. And now Teo Fadillo from just on top of the box. Beats goalkeeper Charles Bayer. And Pope John leads 2-0. A great pass by Poplowski to center that. And Fadillo buries it to the back of the net. So now Morristown up against it. They've got to try and get one goal to cut it to 1. And then the equalizer. Long way to go for Morristown. But again, they've controlled most of the action, so. So I wouldn't count Morristown out of this in any way, shape, or form. They really have controlled most of the offense. And in the Pope John section of the field, it's been the Lions who have been able to counter and get the ball into Morristown territory and find the back of the net twice. And again, we're in Pope John territory as Morristown has it on the far sideline. So here's where head coach Chris Ardea expecting his defense to step up. Here's Mejia. Or the number 19. That's Liam McDonald. Now Serrano moving to the middle of the field. Boots it with his left foot. Toward the far corner. Out of bounds. It goes over the back line. And a goal kick for Pope John. Lions looking to go 2-0 on this early season. A win against Westmore Central 3-0 on Friday night. Bobon with a brace and Nicholas Aceto with a goal in that game. Rivera had a clean sheet in the first game, trying for a second one today. Here's Bobon. Pass up to Novak. Ethan Novak chasing it. Novak stops it. He's ridden off the ball by McDonald. Now Serrano. Kicks it down the field. Martinez pushes Sabella off the ball. Now Vargas gets in the way. The shot off the side of the net, out of bounds. And is that going to be a first corner kick for Morristown in this game? Ball coming to the corner. They say step out of bounds. Well, no, they're setting up. It looks like it's going to be the first corner kick of the game for Morristown. So a big opportunity for the Colonials. Try and get the proximate goal here. So Morristown set up in the corner. Trying to see who that is. I think it's number 8, Gavin Reyes. I could be wrong. That's a big opportunity for Morristown. First corner kick of the game for them. Actually, first corner kick for either team. Substitution in for Pope John. That's Poplowski coming in there. We're in timeout now because of an injury down the other side of the field, so we'll take a break until the injury timeout's over. Head trainer Jerry Martinez out there. Picks up one of the players from Pope John. Takes him in the cart. I didn't see who it was, so we have to find out later on in the game. In the meantime, when we get back to action, Morristown will have a corner. There's Jerry dropping off the Pope John player. Trying to get a number. And one thing I don't love about these jerseys is that the number doesn't really contrast with the blue and gold stripes. You got the gold number, it's a little light. And the jerseys themselves have not so much of a darkness. So it makes it a little tough to read. Here's the kick into the box. Number 19 with the shot off the post. Oh, number 19, Liam McDonald rings iron. Well, it's not really iron, it's more wood. I'd say that in hockey, so. Off the woodwork again. This time, Morristown, right off the post. Game remains 0. Big break for Pope John as McDonald missed that by inches. We'll try and find out who the injured player is for Pope John. Could have been dehydration. It's possible. It's warm out here. It's cooler, but it's definitely still warm. And if you're running all day, shot comes in, saved by Rivera, takes it off the knees and heads it out of bounds. So another corner kick for Morristown, but a good save by the freshman goalkeeper. Now the kick towards the goal, headed out by Daniel Burns, number 12. Great header out of the box by Burns, saving an opportunity for Morristown. Now there's Bayer, goalkeeper for Morristown, plays it off to the defense. Two close calls by Morristown. Nothing to show for it, however. Here's Vargas. Down the field it goes. The defenseman, number 6, Fanziel, plays it back to Bayer. Bayer waiting, boots it down the field, over the midfield stripe, and a header by Serrano. Frank Serrano after it. Fadillo on him. Good block by Vargas, clears it towards the sideline. Goes out of that, sorry about that. Goes out of bounds. Morristown will inbound. McDonald takes it back from 16. Thomas Lucignani. Lucignani with it. Serrano. Pope John player knocked down. And he's hurt. That's Sabella. Sabella on the turf. The shot comes in. Wide right. Off the netting behind. And Sabella. And he is hurt. I see him grabbing his right wrist. So, going to take an injury timeout. And we'll be back to Pope John Lions TV after this. 2-0. Pope John leads.
Hey, work together, Wade. Work together. You got this. Hey, work together.
Welcome back to Pope John High School as the applause comes up from the sidelines. Chris Sabella heading to the trainer's cart and holding his right wrist. So walked off under his own power, and that's good to see. And hopefully Chris is okay. We return to action here at Pope John High School on the soccer pitch. It's 2-0. Lions leading over Morristown Colonials. Mike Formasano along with you on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. You can check out all Pope John games right here on this channel that we cover, and every game is archived, so you can go back and watch it. Usually takes about 12 hours for YouTube to approve everything, and then it loads to the channel. You can watch it tomorrow, and we'll try and put some highlights on as well. Off of McDonald's shin. Good slide by Fadillo. Burns trying to break free. He's knocked down, and the ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be Pope John possession. Free kick for the Lions. Vargas will take it. Say about 25 minutes to go, plus stoppage time for the injuries. Ball goes all the way to the net, and Bayer is going to come out and scoop it in. Passes it out to the fullbacks. It's number 19, Liam McDonald down the sideline. Serrano. Stowowie on him. Whistle. It'll be a free kick for Serrano. Left foot down the field. Header by Vargas. A collision by Boban and Serrano. Off of Serrano, it'll be Pope John ball. So Burns inbounds. Off the head of McDonald. Over to Ballack. Now McDonald on the sideline goes out of bounds on Morristown. Pope John possession. There's Aceto. To the middle of the field, racing in. The goalkeeper comes out and is able to steal it off the foot of Landon Terrazas, who was looking for his first regular season goal. Nice save by Bayer. 2-0, Pope John leads on a first half goal by Boban and a second half tally by Teo Fadullo. Good slide tackle attempt by Burns. Serrano has it in the corner. Cross field. Goes over to Ballack. Now to Martinez. John Martinez looking to come in with it. Stolen by Boban. Boban tripped down. We got a whistle. It'll be a free kick for Pope John. Clock continuing to wind down in this second half. Pope John protecting a 2-0 lead. They've already won 3-0 against Westmore Central. Header by Morristown. Serrano with it. A good backwards kick by Reyes. And we've got another Pope John player down. That's Daniel Burns. Burns holding his right leg, and hopefully he's okay. We'll take a quick injury timeout and be right back to Pope John High School after this. Lions lead 2-0 on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Welcome back to Pope John High School. Burns is okay as they stretch him out a little bit, and he's back on his feet. He's going to stay in the game. He's limping on his right foot a little, so something to keep an eye on, but he's going to play through it. Here's Vargas. Manuel Vargas, captain for this team. One of the 4 captains. Sent towards the net. Bayer comes out before Boban can reach. Out to Mejia. Pass over to Lucignani. Now to Serrano. McDonald down the near sideline. Takes a shot. Good save. A punch out by Rivera. And down the field it goes. Handled by Mejia. Boban with the steal. Boban looking to break. Taken right off his foot. But a whistle against Morristown. And it'll be a free kick for Lions. So a foul against Morristown. Vargas with the free kick just beyond the midfield stripe. Substitutions in. Stephen Leonard coming in for Pope John. Boots it down the field into the far corner. Will it stay in bounds? No, it will not. Went over the sideline, so Morristown in bounds. Pass across to McDonald. Stowowie steps in front of him trying to block it, but it gets to Serrano. Serrano off Boban. Campbell after it. Campbell racing in, taken away by Vargas. Manuel Vargas with it. Fadillo sends it over to Leonard. Here's Steven Leonard. Sent down the field by Pope John. Intercepted by Lucignani. Now Terrazas after it, but Lucignani steps in front of him. Malcolm Mejia. Pass across to Noah Van Zyl. Morristown working their way in. Player knocked down for Pope John. And it's going to be a free kick for the Lions. That was Ethan Poplowski. Now the ball comes up to Boban. McDonald can't kick it forward. Boban with the steal. Boban looking to spread away. Good slide tackle by Mejia, but that's a foul against him, so it'll be a free kick. Boban a little slow to get up. Stowawi will take the kick. Boban grabbing at the top of his right thigh. So Patino in the corner will take it. It's going to be a corner kick. He sets up for it. Here's a kick. Across the field towards far sideline as it goes over the heads of all of the Morristown and Pope John players. Now Terrazas on the far side. Terrazas trying to center it. Fadillo looked to get it to Boban. Didn't get through. Stowawi along with Campbell. There's Poplowski. Good play. Now Terrazas. A player tripped down for Morristown. That is Thomas Lucignani. Morristown with a free kick. Boots it all the way down the field. There's Serrano. As you can see, the shadows coming in on this side of the field of the Morristown end. The Pope John end still bathed in the sunshine. That will change as the weeks go on and we get closer to autumn. And then into autumn, it'll definitely get dark very quickly. By November, it'll be dark completely here. It'll be nighttime, 5:23 p.m. Is everybody looking forward to that? I like that time of year, though. I got to be honest. I like when it gets dark at 4:35 o'clock. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But I like the winter months. Maybe not the ice cold January, February. Once you reach Christmas and New Year's, you know, then I'm looking forward to spring. But the build-up all throughout autumn, great. I'd take that all year long if I could. Here's Patino on the sideline, off the netting, out of bounds. Teo Fadillo, one of the 2 goal scorers for Pope John today. Throws it down the field. Van Zyl for Morristown will boot it back to his goalkeeper, Charles Bayer. So it was Bayer in net all game. I thought it was Connor Heinrichs because he's wearing a 00 jersey, and that's what I have on my roster, 00 goalkeeper. But it turned out to be Bayer instead. Morristown player taken down, and it'll be a Colonial free kick. Lions have to wait until Saturday morning to play again. Home against Kinnelon. The Colts come in, and we will be with you for that. 10 a.m. on Saturday morning right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Pass over to Boban. Boban looking to slice through the defense. The pass to Opat. Tripped down. No call. We play on. Here is Serrano on the near side. Frank Serrano the other way for Morristown. Colonials looking to get that 1 goal to get them to within 1 and have a shot. Pope John looking to secure this victory. 2-0, Lions lead. Time winding down. I'd say there's about 5-10 minutes to go in the second half, plus stoppage time, which there will be some. Header towards the net. Bounces in. Rivera handles it. Matthew Rivera, who's played great for Pope John. Another clean sheet to this point. Good slide tackle by Aceto. It'll be Morristown ball. For those of you not aware of what we're talking about with clean sheet, shutout. No goals. Trying to learn the soccer terminology. I'm trying to learn all of it. I've heard it for years, but not used to incorporating it as much. So I'm trying to do that, and I appreciate your patience. It's inbound. Christopher Opat takes it. Good slide. Kicks it back to the fullback, number 6, Van Ziel. Morristown thwarted by the Pope John defense there. Colonials get the ball back, however. Good slide tackle. Another player down for Pope John. Comes into Rivera. He's going to secure it. And a whistle. And we'll see who the injured Lion is. Well, he's sitting up. Back on his feet, and that's good to see. It looks to be Teo Fadillo. So Fadillo's good. Back on his feet. And we're good to go. Morristown will start up. Lions up by 2 goals. Late stages of the second half.
Motown, get the first one here, boys.
So Rivera boots it down the field. Pass Boban. And he's got a break. Boban coming in. Boban. Oh, slide tackle by number 6, Noah Van Ziel. And he most likely saved the goal there, as Boban would have been all alone on net. Oh, John will inbound. Mr. Wally. Over to Boban in the corner. Keeps it in. Intercepted by Van Ziel. Good play by Leonard. Gets it forward to Fadillo. Van Ziel. Down the field it goes. It's number 4 for Morristown. Up to Campbell. Campbell with the pass to Martinez. Intercepted by Poplowski. And kicked out of bounds on the far sideline. Good play by number 4, Ethan Poplowski. Colonials have it deep in the Pope John end again. Lions looking to weather this storm here in the second half. Morristown has had it in Pope John's end for the majority of this game, but definitely in the second half here. But counters by the Lions have worked. Thank you. I'll get you in just a minute.
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you got to do.
Thank you. Boban in the middle of the field. Pass back to Stawali. Knocked down by Martinez. Back on his feet. Morristown with the steal. Lucignani up to Martinez. Martinez on the far side. Back to Lucignani. Now Aceto with it. Ball goes back to Morristown. Over the midfield stripe. Time winding down here in the second half. Pass over to number 22, Agnes Quirk. Now Vasquez coming in. The shot, a header by Vasquez, Emmanuel Vasquez, keeping that out of the box. Ball goes over the sideline. It'll be Pope John ball. Lions defense holding firm. Trying to wind down the clock here. Ballack coming in for Morristown on the far sideline. Poplowski in front of him.
I got bad hips.
Now Martinez trying to work the sideline to get into the corner.
She's tough. She's tough. She'll relax, but she just loves to. She's got that puppy excitement.
Ball towards the net. Vargas will send it back the other way. Well, I'm looking at my clock. Oh, Boban with the block and the steal. Boban racing in. Boban coming in on goal, and he loses control of it, and Bayer is able to jump on it. Oh, Boban trying to gain control of that loose ball, and it just rolled off his foot. And the goalkeeper, Charles Bayer, is able to steal that away. Great goalkeeping by Bayer there. Keeps this game 2-0, and now Boban's down. So we've had a lot of injuries in the second half, so it's going to add some time. He's holding his foot. We only started recording about 37 minutes ago, so thank you.
And he told me to give
Appreciate
that
it.
to you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
So we've got at least, I would think, 9 or 10 minutes on the regular clock, and then stoppage time. Well, Boban's back on his feet, so that is good to see. Now Terrazas. Landon Terrazas tripped down. We play on. Here's Morristown the other way. Off the head of Vargas. Campbell. Getting chippy out there. A little physical between the teams. Lucignani passes it back. Over to Mejia. Now Quirk with it. Agnes Quirk. Or Angus. Pass it back to Bayer. Bayer outside his box. He'll kick it downfield. Back to Quirk. Angus Quirk. Boban trying to steal it. And it's going to be a Morristown free kick. Morristown going into hurry up now. Angus Quirk. Plays it up to Lucignani. Now to Vasquez. Centers it. Cleared out of the way by Vargas. Good header by Van Ziel. Pope John sends it back the other way. Into the corner. Van Ziel with it. Campbell trying to get to the middle of the field. Or the pitch. Boban with the steal. He's got Terrazas in front of him. Sends the ball in. It's going to roll to Bayer. Bayer scoops it up. Rolls it out to his fullback. Terrazas with the pressure. Now to pass over to Quirk. Over to number 8, Gavin Reyes. Sends it in. Knocked down by Patino. Goes to the corner. Sent down the field by Daniel Burns. Out of bounds. Boban is able to send it sidelines. It'll be Pope John ball. Teo Fadullo.
Go, Blue. Let's go.
Fadullo. Little inbound. Down the field it goes, off the netting right in front of us. Fadullo will do it again. Teo inbounds. Knocked down by Vasquez. Up to Lucignani. Max Bermudez out there for Morristown. The ball goes to Ballack. Ryan Ballack into Pope John territory. Ball stolen away by Pope John and booted down the field. Intercepted by Van Ziel, who keeps it on the Pope John side of the pitch. Goes into the far corner. Sent down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds. There was number 8, Landon Terrazas, who blocked that. Morristown near the midfield stripe. Here is Malcolm Mejia. Mejia coming in. Sends it towards the net. Rivera with the save. Good save by freshman Matthew Rivera. Rivera will kick it down to the Morristown side of the pitch. And it's going to come into Charles Bayer, the goalkeeper for Morristown. Over to Noah Van Ziel. Back into Pope John territory, stolen by Vargas. Collision between Vargas and Lucignani. Whistle, it's going to be against Morristown. Pope John ball. Fadillo will send it down the field. Oh, it's actually going to be taken by Emmanuel Vargas. Here's Vargas. Sends it in towards net. Cito trying to get there, but Bayer will control it first. There's Mejia. Over to Van Ziel. Mejia with it, number 2 for the Colonials. Boban trying to knock him off. Now Vasquez on the near side. Vasquez toward the back line. Can't get it through Burns. Daniel Burns to the block, and it's cleared out of the way by Ethan Novak. Van Ziel has it now. Over to Ballack. Ballack up the far sideline. Morristown still trying to figure out a way to break through the Pope John defense. They've not been able to do so yet. Kick towards the net, headed out of the way. Morristown with possession. The Mejia sends it in towards goal. It's going to be to the left of the far post. Goal kick for Pope John. Thinking about anywhere from 6 to 7 minutes remaining. Plus stoppage time. A header. Kicked down the field by Burns. Way into the near corner. Terrazas racing after it. Landon Terrazas off the head of Mejia. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Pope John ball. So the Lions doing their best to kill the clock here. Morristown looking for opportunities to get into a scoring chance. Here's Terrazas. Sends it in to Fadillo. In the corner. Keeps it in bounds. It's laying in the corner and finally kicked out of bounds by Morristown. And it's going to turn into a corner kick. Good strategy by Pope John. Forcing the Colonials to kick that ball out of bounds. And the only choice they had was through the back line and a corner for Pope John. It's going to be Fadillo. Boban standing next to him. So, Fadullo to Boban. It goes back in the corner. And a goal kick. It goes off of Pope John. So, a goal kick set up by Morristown. The goalkeeper, Bayer, plays it out to Ballack. Fadullo and Boban killing time there for the Lions. So, heads toward the sideline, out of bounds. Now here comes Pope John. Taraz is in with it. Taraz is knocked down. He'll get a free kick. So Morristown drops off the ball. Pope John sets up for the free kick. Time winding down in the second half. Only minutes to go. Pope John clinging to a 2-0 lead. Terrazas waiting to kick. Here's a shot off a defender, and it comes in to Bayer, who makes the save. Morristown back the other way. Terrazas intercepts, knocked off the ball by Campbell there, and it's going to be a free kick for Pope John. Kick over to Fadullo. Teo Fadullo trying to weave his way through the defense. Can't do so. And Morristown sends it back the other way. Gavin Reyes towards the sideline. Kept in by Max Bermudez. Out of bounds. And now Pope John possession. Approaching the end of this match. Referees keeping the clock on the field. And a free kick for Morristown. Colonials will set up quickly. Problem for the Colonials is they're down by 2, so they need a goal and then another to get this game even. Or on the level. Or level. That's the term. It's level. Header by Vargas. Back to the top of the box. The shot in. Save Rivera. Off the shot by Gavin Reyes. And Rivera has been there when Pope John has needed him to be. Another good save by the freshman goalkeeper. Here's Angus Quirk. Up to Reyes. Goes to the far corner. Pope John forcing the ball out of bounds. Morristown will inbound. Pope John inbounds. Ball up to the midfield stripe. Terrazas there. To Fadullo. Stolen away by Morristown. Here's a break. Reyes coming in. Top of the box. Trying to get it over to Quirk. He's knocked down. Good defense by Opad. Goes over the back line. And it will be a goal kick for Pope John. Good defense by Pope John. It's been strong when it's needed to be today. Rivera sets up. Boots it down the field. Quirk takes it for Morristown. Boban with the steal. Boban near the sideline. It's out of bounds on Quirk. Pope John will inbound. Fadullo walks over to the ball. And there's the whistle. The pride has spoken. The Pope John Lions varsity soccer team defeat the Morristown Colonials. Final score in the home opener, Pope John 2, Morristown 0. So the Lions get a first half penalty kick goal off the foot of Boban to take a 1-0 lead. And then Teo Vadillo scoring in the second half off a great cross by Ethan Poplowski. And that beats goalkeeper Charles Bayer to make the score 2-0. The Pope John defense hangs strong, and they get the victory. With the win, they go to 2-0 on the season. Another clean sheet for Matthew Rivera, his second one in 2 games. For Morristown, they dropped to 0-2-1 on the season. This is a division game, so Pope John goes to 2-0 in the NJAC National Division. Pope John will play again on Saturday morning against Colonials right here at Pope John High School. Please join us at Pope John, 10 a.m. start time. We'll have that game for you right here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., the girls' field hockey team will turn this soccer pitch into a field hockey field. So the girls will take on Parsippany Hills in their home opener. They're 0-2 in the season, but they look to right the ship tomorrow afternoon. On Friday, girls volleyball, and that will be inside the gym at the Murphy Athletic Center, as we will have the girls volleyball team on for the first time this year. Saturday morning, boys soccer, and then the varsity football game against Kellenberg, 2 p.m. here at Pope John High School. On Sunday, junior Lions football, 11U and 13 and 14U. They will play in the Pop Warner League. We'll get an announcement of who they play and at what time later this week. So for everyone here at Pope John High School, this is Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us as the Pope John players come over to the sideline to thank the fans. Great touch. This is Mike Formisano here on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube. Final score once again. The Pope John Lions defeat the Morristown Colonials 2-0. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow for girls field hockey and back here on Saturday morning as the varsity soccer team takes on the Kinnelon Colts. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow on Pope John Lions TV on YouTube.